Hey there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a couple of episodes for you. One is going to be individual, this one. Next one is going to be a list. So it's pretty early morning. My schedule of time, like sleeping, is very messed up. So I woke up a while back, about 1 hour back. I was very tired yesterday. I couldn't do any work, nothing. It's changed, season change. It's like I always feel under energy. Okay, so time is around 4:30, and I'll be doing fragrance that I really think is very special. It's a very old school fragrance, like 70s. I think maybe 74. Around Fragrantica mentioned it was like 74, perhaps. Okay, so yeah, this is 1974. This is Halstone Z-14. Okay, I think that's the name, perhaps Z-14. Yeah. So this brand, I never covered anything. This one and another one is similar name is Hollister. These two houses are something I want to cover some more. So this one doesn't have a packaging. I mean, just the bottle. I think this was a part of maybe a set or something. So they sold me separately the perfume, but they kept the set of something, body lotion, or I don't know what it was. So this one had some hype in community, I think, remember from some reviewers back in the days. Without the hype, I wouldn't know about it. Very old school, classic sort of bottle. This is the packaging. Only thing I have from the packaging is the bottle. I'm showing you. Very interesting pebble looking shape. And I think they have many fragrances in this shape. Where you can tell from this is not from modern era, but this is modern formulation, I believe. The cap looks like that. And this is like a very cheap presentation, sort of, the neck doesn't have any wrap around and the plastic cap. These are something you just put a smile on your face, like, oh, this is not a very posh, expensive fragrance. In foreign lands, perhaps these are $25 to $45, give or take. Okay. If to get a bottle like this, you have to spend like around $40 in Bangladesh. So still, I would say great value. So yeah, looks nice. So that's the presentation. So this fragrance, before I talk about it, I'm wearing it here. Before I talk about it, I actually wrote when I got this fragrance, I was very impressed, because I posted in my group, Fragcomm Bangladesh, that this is, if you love Tom Ford Italian Cypress, right? I reviewed that fragrance from one of my friends' bottle, and the fragrance was not mine, but I really, really enjoyed the way Italian Cypress smelled. And perhaps, like, Tom Ford has some hidden gems. Like there's another one called Azure Lime. I think that one I want to try. Long time back, I saw a review. Some lady said that's like one of her favorites. So anyway, so I did not say this one, the Halestone one, is a dupe of Tom Ford, but I said if you love Tom Ford Italian Cypress, this one is going to be a favorite because I know both. And there's another fragrance called Apex. I think new release from Rojada. I haven't smelled that, but they said this is also similar to that. But funny thing is, this fragrance was released like 74, way ahead. So if you want to call this is the inspired version, but I would say the other way around. You know what I mean? So this is a OG, right? Let's talk about this. So this fragrance, Prayer, I would say is okay. Like, you know, nothing to brag about, but nothing to complain also. There are worse, there are better. Longevity from this fragrance, I understand. Someone told me that one of our brothers, I'm going to mention every single story regarding this. In Fragcomm Bangladesh, one of our brothers said, brother, I want to really know your review because I got a gift from my grandfather, like this old bottle of this, and I really got strong performance. I want to know what you feel. And I said, maybe you should tell us how you used to, get performance. He said, my bottle is finished a long time ago. I just keep the bottle for memory sake of my grandfather. So that's a great story. So this is how stories are passed from generations to generations. So this is such a example. One. Second thing I would say, the longevity from younger batches, like newer batches. I don't know what batch is this. Yeah, with this one, let me try to read. This is OCAI, something like that. If you can read, okay. So my specs, I didn't get time to check my eyesight. So this one, the modern formulation, I got about 3.5 hours over longevity. So it's not to brag about. It's not really a beast mode fragrance on me. So safe to say in colder months, perhaps it'll last 4.5 hours in the colder weathers. But I feel this is not as strong as some of the other ones like Pakora and Purom. If you know the powerhouses one, this is more like a Drakkar Noir. Okay. So yeah, you're going to get like 3 to 4 hours in maybe 30 degrees Celsius like that. But in colder months, 17, below 20, you're going to get like 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, performance is above average. Projection from this, 45 minutes, I got good projection. Like When I spray it on my hand, on my shirt, I can have this moderate sillage and projection, but after that, you have to do this. Oh, it's still there, right? So yeah, this one has so many more notes than Italian Cypress. One thing, Italian Cypress was done by Carlos Benaim, I think, but this one is done by different perfume, two different perfumers. I do not know how to say that. Max Gavari, see, I do not know how to say that, and Vincent Marcello, that one I know. So yeah, this one, the notes breakdown, there's a lot of notes I cannot remember. So I'm reading from Fragrantica: cypress, lemon, bergamot, green notes, basil, gardenia. Then heart notes are cinnamon, vetiver, patchouli, cedar, coriander, geranium, jasmine. At the base, you get leather, oak moss, benzoin, musk, amber, and tonka. So I would tell you first thing why I feel these fragrances are not as long lasting as before, because due to IFRA, I think IFRA, I think regulation, some of the ingredients cannot be used in fragrances anymore. They are illegal. They are perhaps harmful for humans or something like that, or illegal, something like oak moss. Definitely is not being able to use. People in USA, and some part of the world cannot use it for their perfumery. In Europe, different story, or Middle Eastern, they can use, I guess. So yeah, this one perhaps that oak moss note maybe has not been continued, right? So you smell a fantastic DNA. Smell wise, this is amazing. But I was talking about the performance. This is why I think the performance is a little bit less and reformulated perhaps. But still, for that price, I think USA, if you shop, if you go TJ Maxx, Ross, you can find this $15 to $25. That would be three or four bottles worthy. Okay, that good. $15. This would be like a bottle backup worthy. So then coming to the smell, this smells very, very, very green. That basil, the green, I definitely smell the green, aromatic citrus, like old school citrus. And it goes a little bit like at first not as smoky, but then you start smelling that medicinal cypress sort of feel. And for some reason, I feel if you like fragrances like Encre Noir, and for some reason, I don't know why, even though they don't have much in common, Zeno Davidoff, it smells like, that era, that type, you know. So if you're a fan of those, like Drakkar Noir, Pakoraban Purom, Azaro Purom, yeah, this is going to work for you really well. Givenchy Gentleman, the 70s version. Yeah, these are same era. So this is not from this era. Okay, for younger folks, if you're thinking to buy this, perhaps this is not your cup of tea. You may not like it as much as some mature guys or your elder brothers, your fathers, uncles. They like it. If you find this, give it a try. If you don't like it, pass it to your father. He's going to like this. It's very masculine. So I get this sophisticated, like Greenish Tweed gives this sophistication, but the modern formulation doesn't have the depth. So this one has the depth. And what are the depths? I smell green. I smell the Italian Sicilian lemon, kind of like what you smell in Dior Eau Sauvage, that lemon, candied sort of lemon. Very nice. It's a very tasty lemon. So lemon, green, and then the other green is the cypress. And then as it develops, perhaps it gets a little bit less spicy. There's some spices in there. Let me see what I get. I think they said uh, what is the spice? Cinnamon, yes. Cinnamon, coriander, yeah. So I definitely smell the spices, but cannot pick up what spices. So it is woody, spicy at the heart, and the base, yes, you can smell the leather and amber sweet combination. But the oak moss feel, let me tell you, I do still think this is like foresty green. Like if you are in the European countries, let's say you are harvesting some herbs, like outside your balcony, because your weather is fantastic. All year round, you can get rocket leaves, coriander, mint leaves, and you can use them, in your cooking or freshly chopped in your salad. This is going to remind you of that particular, not bush, but that particular segment of your house where you like do gardening. So this is your natural herbaceous green foresty smell. So if you enjoyed polo green, Pakaraban Purom, Bogart signature, this will be definitely something you want to check out. So mature fragrance, classy fragrance, man, for the price, I cannot believe the complexity in this. Even if it lasted 1 hour, I would be so highly impressed. 125 ml and 75 ml, two standard size bottles. So get whatever. It's definitely worthy of your money, but uh, do not pay like retail. I guess retail would be like 80 something dollars. Not worth it, right? Overall, fantastic smell. It's a bohemian smell. It is a blast from the past sort of smell. And as I got started, yeah. Uh, Time for coffee, man. When you wake up, you need some coffee. If you enjoyed, coffee has the power. If you enjoy especially Zeno and that Encre Noir sort of darkness vetiver, this one doesn't have vetiver. Imagine the vetiver is replaced by that foresty smell, which is the oak moss leather amber combo. So this is the smell. For the smell, this is a 10. I cannot say, like some of the fragrances, it's just personal sentiment wise, it's very mature. For me, in my world, is a 10. But I would say this could be a pass for youngsters. If you're not into old days, old school classics, this one perhaps you should not look at now. Maybe when your nose grows mature, and if you're starting to enjoy something like Sauvage Elixir or that Apex, I feel that is going to be a modern barbershop. This definitely try then. Okay, so this one is a fantastic fragrance. Performance, everything, I would say it's like new formulation 6.5. And if you take an average of everything, I think this would be really good for fall, not high winter, not high summer, and working in the office where there's cool setup, like a colder setup, climate control zone. This one, if you're just wearing it, it's going to be like you're wearing a Burberry coat or something like a suit, which is that, that bit not fancy, shiny sort of a material, but it's like, those fabrics like made from cotton, and they're not shiny. You're sitting there like a vintage some of you are thinking like you're trying to say old. Yes, if you have a little bit of a gray hair or your beard or something, and you have this vintage feel, for us this is a sexy one. Okay, you may get respect out of this but may not get complimented. Okay, so yeah, no sweetness, citrus, green, a little bit touch medicinal, and very Italiano. Okay, so overall I give for the DNA 10 for the bottle presentation and the smell. But if you take overall like performance, versatility, compliment factor, this is like a more like a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, so Halstone Z4, fantastic fragrance. Check it out. Do not buy any perfume without checking. Do not blind buy any stuff, because the reviews may be just one man's interpretation or sentiments. Someone else can get absolutely different. They can feel this is off-putting to them or bug spray. Yeah, I can see that too. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Let's do a list, and happy sniffing. Bye bye.